Carlo Cannon's got his 2 points, and it's on for this baby. Tonight, Underworld is going to see why good old Uncle Pitbull is undefeated in this environment. Sure, me and Carlo go way back, we're good buddies. But as soon as I step into that ring to defend this, all friendships are off, and it's time to bust some heads. Good old Uncle Pitbull style. And you can take that to the bank.
I've been informed that Carlo Cashbury Cannon has decided to cash in his points here tonight. So the next match is for the Underworld Championship. Introducing first, standing on my left, the man who's putting his 8 points on the line tonight to challenge for the Underworld Championship. Give it up for the challenger, Carlo Cashbury Cannon! And his opponent, entering the Underworld tonight with 9 points and making his first defense of the Underworld Championship. This is the Underworld Champion, Pitbull!
I'm hungry, Uncle Pitbull. I'm hungry. I'll feed you.
We are here for a championship match. Pitbull, the current Underworld champion, taking on Carlo Cannon, the recently vacated champion, who has something to prove, recently returning from a broken arm.
And Carlo Cannon, for a man who not that long ago had to relinquish a championship due to a broken arm, he is flying. He is hitting hard against Pitbull. Unbelievably, I mean, you got to feel for Carlo Cannon. This is a man who held the Underworld Championship for 2 years. He was the proud owner of that championship. Everywhere he went, he took it with him. He obsessed over it. He was so proud that he was holding the darkest prize in wrestling today. Oh, big sidekick there. But then, due to a freak accident, had to relinquish the championship. And it was Pitbull who was able to cash in his points and win the championship.
Dangerously close to a knockout there.
Well, indeed. I mean, Carlo Cannon went for that big knockout blow, but Pitbull staying away. And unfortunately for Carlo Cannon, it is Pitbull who enters. It is Pitbull who enters with the championship advantage. If the timer hits 0, and we have a 15-minute timer, ladies and gentlemen, if it hits 0, Pitbull automatically wins, and Carlo Cannon will lose all his points and will have to climb back to the mountaintop once again.
That's the risk you take when you cash in those points to take on that Underworld champion. It is a very unforgiving system, Lord Andy Coyne.
Oh, absolutely. It is do or die, quite literally. You've got to win that time in 15 minutes, or you've got to try again. Pitbull now off the second rope. He flies and he hits him with the force of a battering ram. Two of the hardest hitting competitors in Underworld Wrestling today, undoubtedly.
A 1 count there for the Pitbull, who had to repeat it because he didn't believe it. As we're down 2 minutes into this contest, 13 minutes remaining. Underworld champion Pitbull looks like he is going to not underestimate Carlo Cannon. Nearly knocked him out very early on.
Just look at the physique of Pitbull. He has been training hard for this contest, and good thing too, because Carlo Cannon hits hard, and you can see Pitbull there. Looks like he might have landed funny on his arm there, sort of like trying to get the feeling back into it.
Either that or pop that shoulder out real quick. Could be any number of things. Having one bad arm, though, not a good thing, especially in a championship situation, Lord Andy Coyne.
Yeah, especially against somebody as, well, somebody like Carlo Cannon. Very dangerous competitor when he wants to be. And you can see Pitbull there, sort of like trying to tell the official that he's
not giving up.
Thing.
Not giving up, Lord Andy Coyne.
I mean, every time we've seen Carlo Cannon compete here in Underworld Wrestling, he usually wins by a big knockout blow. We saw him take out Mike E. We saw him take out the Jurassic Punk, Sid Parker. There's no doubt why he is the Underworld champ. Well, he was the Underworld champion. It's just so weird to think of him as being the challenger here tonight.
Well, that's what happens, Lord Andy Coyne, when you break your arm in competition. You know, everybody respects Carlo Cannon. I certainly do. But the reality of the situation is if you break your arm, you can't defend that championship. We have a locker room full of hungry guys that want a shot. If Pitbull's able to have that shot, then more power to him.
And this is the thing, whoever walks out of this match, you know, he will have some hungry competitors after him. And we know that the likes of Slade Mercer, that the likes of Mad Dog, you know, they're all climbing the ladder at the moment, aiming to get a shot at the Underworld champion. Over his head, drops him down hard, and Pitbull might just be back in control.
It's anybody's ball game at this point, Lord Andy Coyne. Don't forget, Pitbull almost got knocked out literally at the start of this match. More shots to the head like that aren't going to be doing Pitbull any favors. Carlo Cannon has a history of knocking people out, so you can't underestimate those blows that he's throwing.
Yeah, Pitbull's got a reputation for not feeling pain, but I don't care if you can't feel pain. At the end of the day, you get knocked out, you get knocked out.
Right.
I don't think Carlo Cannon can believe it. I mean, it's almost like Carlo Cannon is walking into this match almost acting like he is the defending champion. That is the mindset that he's entered this contest with. He thinks that Pitbull is a pretender to his throne, not the other way around.
But Pitbull likes to get punched in the face, too, so we do have to analyze it from a realistic standpoint of Carlo should absolutely not be taking Pitbull lightly. I mean, the guy likes to get punched in the face. He likes it.
Pitbull ducks the clothesline. He picks up Carlo Cannon for a big power slam. Oh, and he hits it hard right in the middle of the ring. And you can see Pitbull now signaling that that could be it. Now, we've seen Pitbull hit this spear. This is the very move he used to win the Underworld Championship to begin with.
First spear attempt, under 10 minutes to go here.
Oh, Carlo Cannon able to sidestep him. Oh, and he went for his big knockout blow. Carlo Cannon saying that he is done, and he could very well be. Pitbull looking out of it, and that was a hell of a shot right underneath the chin, but Pitbull's shaking his head. He's still in this thing. Unbelievable.
Now, Pitbull is not an easy individual to knock out, as you see him rising from the depths there. Still hanging on to consciousness.
Carlo Cannon looks like he's seen a ghost, and he's just waiting for Pitbull to get back to his feet again. And you can hear Pitbull's sort of labored breathing, but firing those shots. Big right hands, and the left from Carlo Cannon, and it's just become a slugfest now. Big chop there from Pitbull, and
chopathon.
I was gonna say, these guys are not holding back. This is what the Underworld Championship means to both men. It means being at the top of the world of their chosen sport. Their chosen sport, of course, being just brutal bar fights in a legalized concept known as Underworld Wrestling.
8 minutes to go here in this championship contest. Carlo Cannon does not seem to be in a positive spot at the moment.
He certainly isn't, and Carlo Cannon just launched him from, he's beating him pillar to post right now.
Actually, it looks more like he's trying to tire out Pitbull.
And it might be working. You can see he was covering up, and this could be a very smart strategy, actually. Just trying to tire out the Pitbull. So this is what he's going for shots, and Pitbull is just starting to slow down now, and Carlo Cannon, arguably might have better cardiovascular conditioning. So although he hasn't got the advantage of using the timer, at the end of the day, he seems to be using it quite well, firing those big shots into the midsection, and Pitbull really starting to slow down now.
I think he tried to figure out Pitbull's pattern, and now he's capitalizing on it.
Well, this is it. Look at Carlo Cannon. There's a knowing look in his eye. He knows that Pitbull is in trouble, that he is slowing down, and now he's going to launch him to the outside, and a big ugly spill.
For the second time, taking him out the hard way.
Well, I apologize for cutting you off there, Mohammed. Ali Baez, we are just over the halfway point for this contest right now. 7 more minutes, but it's looking pretty good for Carlo Cannon, you got to admit.
I do have to admit it. It is looking pretty good. But here's the thing. Pitbull does like getting his ass kicked.
So I don't think he really does. No, he does. He prefers.
I know the guy, trust me.
Being the ass kicked.
Well, yes, but he doesn't mind getting his ass kicked. There's a big difference. He's kind of like a fish in water at the moment.
Got you.
If I got to be honest with you.
Okay.
Look at him. Most competitor, Gino Gambino, left after 10 minutes.
Well, he's looking
Pitbull's still here.
Yeah, he's looking like he's drowning right now, though, if you want to use your fish in water analogy.
Well, that's okay.
Big drop kick right into the midsection. And I think it's obvious right now what Carlo Cannon's technique really is. I mean, he's slowed down Pitbull. Pitbull is winded, and he's just trying to keep him winded. That's why he went from drop kick right to the breadbasket. Just try and keep the breath out of him.
Yeah, once you've been hit in the ribs a few times, once you've had that breath knocked out of you, it is impossible to do anything. You can't think straight. You can't move. You can't react. That might be what Pitbull's going through right now, along with slightly suffering the after effects of that concussion that he nearly suffered at the start.
Pitbull has been fighting in the underground fighting scene for absolute years. He's been doing it for decades. It has taken him all this time to finally win the one championship that he's lusted after. That, of course, being the Underworld Championship. And you've got to believe that he will fight tooth and nail to defend that title. And Carlo Cannon now just keeping out of the ranges of those swinging punches. Right now, Carlo Cannon could very well be outclassing Pitbull.
That's the unfortunate irony of this sport, Lord Andy Coyne, is that your body can only take so many punches to the face. It can only take so much damage, and that is cumulative. So the question is Pitbull right now paying for getting punched in the face 10 or 15 years? Is that the advantage that Carlo Cannon has in this situation right now?
Carlo Cannon with another drop kick. Well, Carlo Cannon thinks he's got this in the bag, but he's asking Pitbull if he's ready to stop the contest. But the official, Sam Addison, he is not going to allow the championship change hands on the technicality that he thinks he might be unable to continue.
4.5 to go. Carlo zeroing in on those ribs. He knows that this strategy of gassing out Pitbull by constantly attacking those ribs is paying off. Very similar to the Muhammad Ali, no pun intended, rope-a-dope technique.
Look at
Tire them out.
Well, it looks like Pitbull's got a second wind, and actually he's connecting with his shots now. And this is it. Maybe Carlo Cannon was just getting a little bit too cocky. Oh my goodness.
That's the problem with that.
Pissed.
That's the problem with the rope-a-dope strategy, is that if your guard isn't up and you get cocked with one of those shots, you could be done. Look at Carlo Cannon now, he's hurting.
I think Pitbull knows that he might just have one good shot left in him, so he's going to go for that spear, and if he hits it, and he hits it! Oh no! But unfortunately for Pitbull, he hit the spear, but Carlo Cannon, the momentum of it, and he just rolled right out of the ring. I don't know how much of that was
That's
intentional.
Carlo Cannon being a ring general, Lord Andy Coyne.
Again, that's going to ask, did he use the momentum to actually get to the outside?
You cannot lose these championship opportunities on the outside. Carlo Cannon knows that, even though, well, it looks like he has now disappeared.
Is it? He's come out of the other side of the ring. He's crafty, I'll give him that. Pitbull cannot find him under there.
3 minutes to go in this championship bout.
Carlo Cannon, he's trying to give Pitbull the runaround, but of course that could backfire. I mean, he's got 3 minutes to win the championship, or he loses his 8 points, and as a result, he was playing possum there and then caught him with a big strike. I think Carlo Cannon is feeling the time pressure right now and knows that he's got to try and win this thing. Big kick to the midsection. Once again, asking the official to check him. He wants Pitbull to give up. He wants him to hand the championship back to him, to who he feels is the rightful champion. And now Carlo Cannon going for his single leg Boston Crab the move that he used to win the championship in the first place, the very move that he's used to beat so many men here in Underworld Wrestling. And Pitbull is in a world of trouble. He has got 0 energy levels right now, and he is at the mercy of a champion who's been champ previously for 2 long years.
2 minutes to go in this championship match, Lord Andy Coyne. We do not have a clear winner yet, although Carlo Cannon does have the clear advantage at this point. Pitbull hanging on.
But what's interesting, Carlo Cannon is feeling the pressure. He keeps looking over at the clock, and he's trying to turn Pitbull over onto his belly so he can really slap the hold on, and it looks like he's got it. And single leg Boston Crab, so very important to Carlo Cannon. He learned that move from Lance Storm when he trained with him over in Calgary, and he's used it to great effect in both his wrestling and, of course, his underground fighting career. And now you can even see the fans looking at the clock because they know that the time is ticking down.
Slightly over a minute to go, Lord Andy Coyne. We are getting near the end of this contest. Unless something unexpected happens from either side, this may end in a draw. What happens to Carlo Cannon's 8 points in that circumstance, Lord Andy Coyne?
The 8 points disappear, and there is no draw because championship advantage is if you ride the timer, then you retain the championship. Pitbull will automatically become the winner.
So a time limit draw equals a win for the champion. We're 45 seconds away from seeing that.
Oh, there it is, that big knockout blow, but Carlo Cannon wasn't able to get it. He goes for another one, and that's it. The move he's used to win so many championships. And this time, Pitbull is still in this thing, and Carlo's got 28 seconds. This is getting very desperate for the former champion. It's almost like you can feel those 8 points slipping away right now.
15 seconds to go, Lord Andy Coyne.
This is it. This is what really makes men.
Look at Carlo Cannon wrenching back on that hold.
He is putting all his weight into it. 5, 4, 3. Ladies and gentlemen,
this match ends in a draw, and as per Underworld Wrestling rules, the champion automatically wins. Therefore, still Underworld Champion, Pitbull!
Get me now!
You want this, you mother?
Oh, yeah. Right here, right now, do it, mother. Let's go.
Be careful when you reach for me. Cash lasers on you. I promise I'm going to you up.
Oh, Vixen. Tonight I challenge you for the Underworld Championship. You want to drag me back to that hole where I came from? Oh, I'll go. But I'm taking you with me.
Well, before we talk about holes and taking people, Lyndon, look, I know we haven't got off on a good foot. You know I did knock you off the turnbuckle in that first match. You didn't win the Underworld Championship. I know that was a massive mistake on my behalf. Because I think you're the type of champion that will suit well with the claw. You know, we can help you out. You can help me out. You know, I can kind of end things the way I want. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
Off. Well, yeah.
What's your answer?
Yeah. Get mate. Go on.
I'll get
Introducing first in the corner to my left, coming into the Underworld tonight, with his manager, Benny English. He enters with 0 points. This is Andy Roy! And his opponent, he is a multi-time pinnacle champion across the European scene. Entering the Underworld tonight with 0 points. This is
Another highly anticipated contest here from the Claw faithful. Andy Roy with his trustworthy manager, Benny English, taking on the smoking Patty O'Neill. Oh, a little disrespect coming from Andy Roy.
And the bare knuckle champion comes out swinging. No surprises there. And it'll be very interesting. Oh, big right hand and Andy Roy might be out. It'll be interesting to see this match because both men previously, when they were in Underworld Wrestling.
Are you paying attention here? He's knocked out. Clean.
Well, hang on. Let's see if the official says that. Well, Andy Roy's been picked up on his feet, clearly, for Paddy O'Neill. He doesn't want his evening ended over right now. And like I say, it'll be interesting to see, because for both these men, the last time they came into Underworld, they were unsuccessful in their match. Both men entered with 0 points, and both men would love to get onto that ladder here tonight.
Patty O'Neill on the receiving ends there of some donkey punches. Oh! Andy Roy, impressive.
Gonna say some real rapid-fire offense here from Andy Roy, and he should fare better tonight because the last time he was in the Underworld, he took on Gino Gambino, the super heavyweight of Underworld Wrestling, and he had to contend with all that weight. But thankfully for him, Andy Roy is much closer within his weight range.
Well, if you take a look over there, Benny English showing why he's so trustworthy.
I have no idea what he's doing on the
Surprised the official not seeing this, not getting involved.
It's not within the peripheral vision of the referee, and it's not even our vision. No idea what he did, but no doubt it wasn't anything good.
Well, Benny English is fairly trustworthy. I think we're okay.
Now, here's the question. Is that we know with Benny English, with Mitch Waterman, he tries to get the match to last the distance so that the floodgate will openly, seemingly for the powers that are the Claw. The question is Andy Roy under similar instructions from Benny English to ride the match time and get that floodgate open?
I mean, it's a strong possibility.
He might be distracted from winning this contest if that's the case.
But here's the question. Andy Roy is the one who's in there getting punched in the face.
Indeed.
I would think that he would want to wrap this up as soon as possible, preferably by knockout.
not only for bragging rights and to spread his lats around the locker room, but also because he's going to get 2 points, which is going to get him closer to that championship.
Oh, he missed that big knee, and big pump kick there from Paddy O'Neill. Oh, come on, ignore him, turn around. Paddy O'Neill had the cover. He shot for the 1 point, but the official was just not in the right position.
Paddy O'Neill has obviously never experienced this in brawling in Belfast, doesn't know really how to react to this manager situation, but he is throwing some nice jabs there.
Oh, he is. Beautiful left hand and a big right, but Andy Roy with an arm drag takedown, showing more of a grappling skill than his opponent here tonight. And he's really wrenching up on the shoulder now, but Paddy O'Neill able to get to his feet. Launched him off the rope. There's the reversal. And a big spinning back knuckle. And Paddy O'Neill pointing to the official. He shoots for the cover, going for 1 point. What a kick out there from Andy Roy.
Benny English over there did react kind of questionably. I think your theory might be right, Lord Andy Coyne. The question would be to what end and what's in Andy Roy's benefit to play along with Benny English.
Well, I suspect that every time that floodgate opens, a member of the Claw may come out, and the Claw wants to win matches. They want to win points. They want to win the Underworld Championships and bring about the proverbial end of all things. I mean, I say proverbial, the way Mark Williamson talks about it, it's literal.
Well, even if it's the end of all things, we'll still be broadcasting on Amazon Prime, so don't worry about that, ladies and gentlemen, as we see Andy Roy getting ready to take quite the risk, which again...
Well, that was an unfortunate spill for Benny English. Maybe he shouldn't have been sticking his nose in it, because Andy Roy just toppled on top of him after Paddy O'Neill blasted him with a right hand.
Paddy O'Neill ready to make that statement. Looks like he's going out there to get Andy Roy, because again, you can't win here in Underworld from the outside of the ring.
Well, unless you're on the inside, in which case you get a count out of a single point. But
come on, we don't get 2 points for that, though.
I know,
It's all about maximizing the points, Lord Andy Coyne.
Look at him firing the shots right into the rib cage, desperately trying to keep him back. He succeeds and...
Paddy O'Neill with that Superman punch.
Beautifully done, and he got the free count.
See,
Here's the winner as a result of a pinfall with 1 point on the board.
come on, you gotta respect Paddy O'Neill. He doesn't give a shit. He comes in here, he smokes his cigarette, he knocks people out. He's here to get points and to get opportunities. Look at him. That's what a man looks like, Lord Andy Coyne.
Tonight he wanted to get 1 foot on that rung of the ladder, and indeed he has. That was a hell of a solid right hand.
English unable to keep that smile on his face. Andy Roy not happy with the services provided by Benny English, who is traditionally a very trustworthy person.
I just don't know what to say, Andy. You were given an opportunity and you get angry, you get stroppy, and I don't understand why. You know, back in the old days I would have put you into a timeout. You want to know something? I'm a forgiving man, and if you call me and apologise, I'll forgive you for your mistakes. I'll forgive you for your temper tantrum, because any good parent like I am, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed in you.
Andy boy, you're a tough man. I asked for a fight, you gave me a fight. I asked for your fist, you gave me your fist. But your man Benny, he's a cheating bastard. Benny, you thought you'd put your hand in the ring. You thought you'd pull it out for your boy. Well, you didn't. The better man won tonight, Benny. You're a cheating bastard. You're a dirty bastard.
I knew you were dirty. I seen you before the show, eating your cheeseburgers outside. You dropped one on the ground, didn't you? You dropped down on the ground. Dropped down on the ground where the rats are. Where the rats are, Benny. You picked it up and you ate it. You dirty rat bastard, you. I'll not have it, Benny. You tried to cheat, and I won. I was a better man tonight. I'm a better man any night. Bring it. If you want to bring another man, I'll fight another man. I'll fight any man. Any day. Paddy O'Neill, champion.
Introducing first in the corner to my left, making his return to Underworld Wrestling. He is the Australian Wolf, Mason Child! And his opponent to the corner to my right. He enters the Underworld tonight with 1 point to his name. He is the Great Wall of China, aka Kwok!
The Claw HQ faithful, they love them some guac. How could you not? 6'2", jacked, ripped, tan, vascular. That is what a competitor looks like. As Lord Andy Coyne returning to the announce desk, we're about to start momentarily.
There you go, the bell has been rang, and this should be a very interesting contest because we know that Kwok is chomping at the bit to get his hands of Carlo Cash Money Cannon, who at a future time will get a shot at the Underworld Champion Pitbull. And he is frustrated, he is agitated. I've seen him pacing around in the back because all he can think about is Carlo Cannon, and he's going to have to wait to the result of that championship match to see if he can fight him or if he's got to earn 8 points and challenge him for the Underworld Championship. And you've got to believe, therefore, every victory. So very important for Kwok because he needs 8 points. He's only got one to his name right now to challenge for that.
But before he gets past Mason Childs, he's going to have to pay attention because he is actually being taken to school right now, Lord Andy Coyne.
Oh, indeed he is. I mean, Mason Childs, this is not the first time he's been in the Underworld. In fact, he's a former member of the Claw. He left the Claw and retreated to a quiet life out in Queensland, but now he's back, and he comes in with a tremendous amount of experience. Hits him with a big cornerback elbow, off the ropes now, duck of the clothesline, and Kwok, oh my goodness, Kwok just caught him in midair. The raw, unadulterated power of the Great Wall of China at show here tonight for the fans of the Underworld. Mason Child looks a bit worried. I don't say blame him. Whoa. I don't think I've ever seen Kwok this intense in my entire life.
I don't think you've ever seen him be humiliated like he was earlier, so he's got something to prove. Trust me, as a competitor, he is going to send a message to Carlo Cannon right now.
Well, indeed, and Mason Childs is a good friend of Carlo Cannon. So how sweet will that message be if he was to defeat the veteran Mason Childs here tonight? And that's the important thing to take into account. Kwok brings in a lot of raw power into this, but Mason Childs is probably one of the most experienced competitors he's ever had to face in an Underworld ring. Big gut wrench. Just effortless. There's no technique there. He literally just hoists them up and drops them down.
When you're as jacked as Kwok, you really don't need technique.
Oh, I can see how jacked he is. I think a lot of the fans could. The reaction of seeing this beast of a man as he walks through the floodgate is just unprecedented.
Yeah, think about facing him here at Claw HQ. Would you do it, Lord Andy Coyne?
In one of the dirtiest, smokiest, nastiest venues in all of wrestling and fight clubs? Absolutely not.
That's what gives us its charm. Oh, Kwok. I didn't know Kwok was a sadist here.
You call it charm, I call it an unsterile environment. It's picking him up by his mask. And Kwok now is going to try and hoist him up for a massive suplex. And Mason Childs fighting out of a big strike to the knee, right to the crown of the head of Kwok, and then hits him with a drop kick right to the knee. And this is what he's got to do, take him down to the mat. Mason Child sort of going for a seated abdominal stretch here, and he's finding it difficult. Just
that is amazing.
And thick Guac is, but look at that.
Excellent.
He is stretching the kid.
Excellent. That is how you counter being 6'2" and 250 pounds. You tie him up.
But saying that, just using his pure power, just able to force his leg out, but Mason Giles holding on to the arm and switches straight through to another submission. He was not phased, and that is the experience at play. He didn't allow himself to get frustrated. He kept his eye on the ball, and the ball, of course, being the shoulder point of Guac.
Sure, but when have we seen Guac be tested against someone of the lucha flavor? Someone who relies on finesse, athleticism. We haven't seen it before, have we?
Indeed, we haven't. Oh no, look at
but
that.
But still, power, it's pretty impressive.
Oh, running power slam. And just like that, the chances of Mason Childs has just dropped exponentially. The official is saying,
Guac was expecting the knockout.
He was expecting knockout.
I kind of was too.
He hit him with a huge amount of power, but he didn't drop enough of that power onto his head, thank goodness, because I reckon Mason Childs might not wake up. Mason Childs able to get out of that, slipping out of the back. Guac follows through, and he eats the back elbow there from the Australian Wolf himself. Guac follows through, and he hit sternum quite hard there. Mason Childs now using the ropes, trying to dislocate the kneecap right there. Off the ropes again, and the strategy is clear. Chop down the giant redwood and make it go timber.
Absolutely. I mean, a one-legged man is definitely going to have a disadvantage in an ass-kicking contest, would you not say?
Well, indeed, especially if you're carrying as much weight as Guac is carrying. That's the one massive disadvantage.
And now in true lucha style, going to work on that right leg.
Did you see that? He twisted it. He actually twisted it anti-clockwise as he dropped it down. He is going for maximum damage here tonight. Mason Childs, the Australian Wolf, his valiant return to Underworld Wrestling, and he would love to get right into the winning things. He would love to climb up that ladder and challenge for the Underworld Championship itself, currently held by Pitbull, but by the time it's said and done, Carlo Cash Money Cunnin might be the next champion.
See, I'd like to point something out here, and that's the importance of not counting your chickens before they hatch, so to speak. Guac, young competitor, jacked, full of potential. He's going places. All he's thinking about is cashing in those 8 points. He's looking past tonight, and obviously Mason Childs is teaching him that is a mistake, Lord Danny Quinn.
Once again, going right back to that knee, and Guac is looking pained, and the official did briefly check him, but I think Guac told him to basically sod off.
Well, it sounds like it. It sounds like it.
The Australian Wolf, he is picking apart his massive opponent. And now the Australian Wolf off the second rope. He caught him. Oh, he's going for a pinfall. No, wait. Oh, he's got a knee bar. And he's sinking it in deep. He's been working on that knee. I thought he was going for a pinfall, but quite wisely going for a submission. And you see Guac is biting his own fist. He's doing everything in his power not to submit here tonight.
Referee Aaron Craig letting us know that Guac is not giving up. I gotta say, Mason Childs is a very intelligent competitor, Lord Andy Coyne. Oh, he's zeroing in on that knee.
Well, this is what experience does for you, and you would know that better than many.
That's why I pointed it out, Lord Andy Coyne. Thank you, though.
In fact, the best thing you ever did with your experience was know not to compete in that ring. Oh, drops him down with a massive power bomb. Guac now has to oh, hang on a minute. He is sending a message to Carlo Cannon. That is Carlo Cannon's single leg Boston Crab. There it is.
Here is your winner as a result of a submission, and now with 3 points, the Great Wall of China.
The Great Wall of China is still standing, Lord Andy Coyne. Still standing.
Guac, what the is that out there? We had a very good competitive match. You pushed me to my limit. This is the first time I've been back in Underworld in around a decade, and this is the you pull on me. Carlo Cannon is a great trainer, but he can't teach humility, and he can't teach an arrogant piece of like you to not be an arrogant piece of I hope Carlo kicks your face off.
Carlo Cash Money Cannon. How's that arm doing? Look pretty good, huh? When I get you, and I will get you one-on-one one more time, I don't want there to be any excuses, because I am coming for my redemption.
I can't find her. She's this. I'm going home.
Vixen! Vixen! I have really good news. She's here. And your match is next.
Right now.
Right now.
Let's go.
The following match is a Underworld Championship contest. Introducing first in the corner to my left, entering the Underworld and risking her 4 points tonight. This is a challenger, Avery! And her opponent, entering the Underworld tonight with 5 points and putting on the line her Underworld Wrestling Championship. This is the Hardcore Bitch, Vixen!
And we're kicking off our championship contest of the evening. Champion Vixen squares off against the challenger Avery. Lord Andy Coyne, what do you think's going to happen here tonight?
Well, the last few times we have seen the Underworld Championship defended, it has ended in a bloody, brutal war. We've had people calling in with complaints. We've had screwdrivers shoved into people's ears. We've had people nearly suffocated with plastic bags. Face it, Muhammad Ali Vaez, tonight this could get absolutely ridiculous.
Well, we're off to a strange start with 2 chairs.
I guess Avery is going for a little bit of mind games at the moment. And as we said, oh, she is inviting her to take the first big shot. Avery versus Vixen. Oh no. What is going? It's like watching an intense poker game, and there's the first shot of the night.
I don't think I like Vixen. Avery's chances in a punching contest.
But I'm pretty sure she's pretty good at psychological warfare. She has been ducking and diving Vixen ever since she won the 4 points she needed to challenge for the Underworld Championship. And finally, even if it looked like the match wasn't happening tonight, finally she decided to cash in the point and challenge for the title right now. And Vixen is furious, but also it must be so sweet for her that she finally has a chance to get her hands on Avery here tonight. Oh, that'll certainly work, trying to chop it down to size, off the ropes, ducks the clothesline, but Vixen, big back suplex, and it looked like Avery might have clipped the back of her head on the chair.
Oh, that's absolutely what happened, Lord Andy Coyne, and that's what happens when we have random chairs laying around.
Of course, Vixen won the Underworld Championship by toppling former champion Erica Reed when she decided to bring tables into the contest and just punish Erica Reed with it. And tonight we see the chairs have been brought into the contest. Anything goes. This is a no disqualification bloodbath between two very fierce competitors, and perhaps they don't get any fiercer than Vixen.
And there is no chance that that floodgate will open, correct?
Oh, absolutely not. Looking at the timer right now, 12 minutes, 33 seconds. If it hits 0, Vixen, with the championship advantage, will automatically win, and Avery will lose her points and will have to climb the mountain once again. But when it hits timer, no, the floodgate does not open. This is a true one-on-one contest. Ducks a clothesline, and Avery now forces Vixen into that steel guardrail.
A little bit of a receipt, you know? I mean, turnabout's fair play, will you say, Lord Andy Coyne?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we know that both women can give as good as they take. And trust me, they're going to give and they're going to take a lot before we find who is the Underworld champion at the end of this match. Oh! Those stinging blows. And again, you can hear the fans screaming yes into the night as they see these two fierce warriors just battle it out on the outside of the ring. And yes, there is no count out. They can stay out there for the full 15 minutes if they so wish.
No, us here at Underworld Wrestling, we are equal opportunity. Blood, gore, carnage for all. Doesn't matter if you're a male, doesn't matter if you're a female. We just like violence. The collective we, Lord Andy Coyne.
One thing I've noticed is that the women are actually more violent than the men in this vile promotion you call Underworld Wrestling.
Well, I'm glad you said that, sir.
Anyway, drops her down with a massive clothesline, and Vixen with her war yell just washing over the masses here, the unwashed masses here of Underworld Wrestling.
Now, colorful alliteration aside,
okay,
based on our loyal faithful here.
Shot. Suplex on the hardwood floor.
You can't tell me that you are not impressed that these ladies, these competitors, are willing to absolutely destroy each other on the outside of this ring in order to capture that prestigious Underworld Championship.
Look, I admire them as athletes. I just think there's better ways of going about it, that's all. Well, what is Vixen going for? And she's found a dustbin lid underneath the ring. There's all kinds of toys under there. And Avery trying to keep Vixen at bay, and she does just about. And now ramming ahead in that apron. And there's nothing the official can do.
That's carnage. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Well, Vixen now has just been launched into the corner, and we knew coming into this show that this match was going to be absolutely brutal. I would not be surprised if both women leave this contest with black eyes and broken bones. Vixen just eating those shots right now from Avery, and she's peppering her with them. And then there's the stake just ramming her face right into that corner post.
Avery taking advantage when she finds one. I gotta say, she is at a significant physical disadvantage against Vixen.
Oh!
So there's no, surprise she's going to the cookie tray here. Because it's a weapon.
No, I get it.
With it.
And now she's upgrading to the steel chairs. She is filling the ring with plunder right now, and she has found exactly the weapon she wants to use to throw the proverbial trash out.
Well, that's a very, very impressive. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. These are, in fact, the tools of the trade when we have an Underworld Championship match. There are no rules, Lord Andy Coyne, except for the fact that there is a time limit, 15 minutes, and the fact that the floodgate won't open. As we see now a guitar introduced to the mix.
God in heaven, what is under there, for goodness sake? Do we just have a black hole of despair that just spits out all this garbage?
Well, it's not garbage. It is a garbage can. It is two perfectly good chairs, and it looks like a guitar straight out of Nashville.
Well, I suppose one man's garbage is a certain hardcore competitor's gold.
Right.
Look at Avery now, just driving the knees repeatedly into the midsection of Vixen.
Yeah, make no mistake about it. A guitar like that can even the playing field for Avery.
Now, there's been a lot of rumors floating around of late that Avery, Lord Mark Williamson, has been in her ear whispering strategies as to how she might take down Vixen. And we know that Lord Mark Williamson, he wants to claim the Underworld Championships for the Claw, because if he can bring both Underworld Championships under the Claw's banner, he genuinely believes he will bring Armageddon itself to the doorstep of the world we reside in.
Well, I don't like this. This doesn't look good.
Try and prevent that prophecy from coming true, and Avery now kicked right to the back of the knee, off the ropes, and went for a big knee strike, and there's a dragon whip, and Avery just launched very uncomfortably into that corner. And the Godzilla of women's wrestling is just dominating Avery.
Yeah, I think Vixen's starting to get a little bit annoyed with Avery. This could be a problem for Avery.
No. Is that it? Well, I think Vixen might have had it, but
I'm not exactly sure why she rolled off. She had this in the bag.
Hey, she's got the championship advantage. She can do as much damage as she wants to Avery. She has been waiting months to get her hands on Avery, and she is going to enjoy every single inch of this. Went for the leg drop, but Avery out of the way at the last moment. Oh, no, 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 no! Vixen not accepting that pinfall might have backfired. She just got hit hard by that guitar. And the fans are chanting for Avery. We are practically 9 minutes into the contest. 6 more minutes to go, just a hair over.
And notice we've got a nice stream of blood coming off of Vixen's forehead. I'd be cheering for Vixen. She's still kicking out after getting hit in the head with a guitar.
Now you can see Avery scrambling for those pinfalls because she knows that if that clock behind us hits 0, then Vixen will automatically win and retain the championship. And now you can see Avery going for the submission hold. She knows that Vixen is in trouble. She took that guitar shot right to the top of her head. I wouldn't be surprised if she injured her cranium as a result of that. And Avery now just trying to get those last moments of air of consciousness out of her. Vixen trying to roll her up for the pinfall, forcing Avery to relinquish the hold, but she slaps it back on again. She is determined.
She's sensing blood. She's got an opportunity. She's got to capitalize. Well,
hang on a second.
Spoke too soon there, sir.
Vixen going for a submission of her own. Right in the middle of the ring, trying to tear her arms off like chicken wings. Avery, just desperate right now. Screaming into the night air, and Vixen going for the cover. 2.
Referee Sam Addison calling this thing right down the middle, right there for every one of these counts.
Well, he knows that the hungry Dark Lord is watching from afar, and he does not want to piss off the Dark Lord.
No. Excellent official he is, Sam. Excellent official.
The Dark
Lord picks them well.
Fear is a good incentive to kind of do your job well, that's for sure.
I'm a big fan of leadership by fear. As we see a give way sign coming in here, I don't think Vixen is going to give way for Avery, though, in this situation, Lord Andy Coyne.
And she's got a bag of something. I have no idea what that could be, but
I have a feeling I know what it is.
Oh, God, please don't be what I think it is.
It's going to be. It's going to be.
Oh, no. And the push pins just flew into the audience. And one fan just got jabbed in the eye, but he's loving it. Oh, no. Avery's going for a horrific ride, and she knows it. Desperately fighting out of it. She's trying to go for the... Looks like she might be trying to choke her out, or maybe even go for the dead drop DDT. But Vixen is still in this thing. Throws her into the corner. She's desperately trying to get her off. She was clamped on tight there. You heard her, she screamed, die, just kicked her in the arm, a kick to the side of the head. Oh no! Bulldog into the push pins!
Vixen falls victim to her own tactics.
Avery again! Drop kick to the back of the head. I knew this this was going to get ugly fast. Oh, hooks inside leg. We might have a new champion. You will know. Avery must be feeling desperate. We're under 3 minutes till timer goes out. Avery must be feeling the pressure, and that's why she keeps scrambling for those desperate pinfalls.
I mean, she feels the thumbtacks underneath her, Lord Annie Coyne. This is getting to a dangerous level of depravity, as you would say. Highly entertaining for us here at Claw HQ.
Well, Avery is trying to go for her dead drop DDT, but Vixen still has enough whereabouts to know that she doesn't want to go for that ride. Avery off the ropes. Oh, so! Oh! Back body drop! And Avery just looks pained. I think it's the first time I've seen genuine emotion out of her.
Well, she's got pretty good reason. Looks like about 100 sticking out of her back there.
Oh, my goodness.
Again, turnabout is fair play, Lord Andy Coyne.
Those are designed for putting up loving notes to your wife when she goes to work, not to be driven into like this.
Ah, well, you know, they did enter this contest with the understanding that anything goes.
Well,
so, you know,
you have a fair point.
There is a reason, Lord Andy Coyne, why they are in the ring and we are here at the commentator booth. Thumbtacks. That's one of the reasons.
Oh, no, and I think Vixen might be going for a tree slam! Vixen out, there it is! 2, 3!
Here's the winner, and still the Underworld champion, Vixen!
Impressive win by the hardcore bitch and Underworld champion, Vixen.
Whoever's next is gonna die!
Is that imbecile's soul out yet?
Dominus, sei castipos. Si, Calvio, despartiza, si, castipos.
Put that imbecile's soul on the table of souls and bring me Luciano. And answer that Twitter question. You know I hate using social media. Those idiots online fans asking questions. What's taking you so long? Where's that soul? And answer that idiot on Twitter. You know I hate touching that thing. Social media is such a claptrap.